Imagine this: you open your fridge, reach for last night's dinner, and pop it into the microwave without a second thought. It's a habit so familiar, so routine, that you probably don't realize how powerfully it's shaping your health, especially as you grow older. But here's the surprising truth: what you choose to reheat and how you reheat it can quietly strengthen or quietly weaken your body, affecting everything from digestion and joint health to memory, balance, and energy levels. As we age, the body becomes more sensitive to the choices we make at the table, and sometimes, the smallest habits carry the biggest consequences. What's comforting today could be placing strain on your heart tomorrow. What seems harmless could be quietly increasing inflammation or nudging your blood sugar in the wrong direction. But the good news is, when you understand which foods become more nourishing when reheated and which ones turn harmful, you gain an incredible tool for protecting your health, your independence, and your vitality. In today's video, we'll uncover the 3 foods every senior should never reheat, and just as importantly, we'll explore 3 foods that actually become more nutritious and healing when warmed a second time. And make sure you stay with me to the very end, because I'll reveal one surprising, everyday food that may look completely innocent on your plate, but might be quietly undermining your health with every reheated bite. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss another health tip designed just for you in your journey toward a longer, stronger life. And if you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments, or if you think we can do even better, type 0 to let us know. Now, let's get started on transforming the way you look at leftovers, and the way you care for your health, one bite at a time. 1. Vegetable soup. In the soft hush of late afternoon, when the weight of the years gently settles on the body, and golden light filters through the window panes, few things offer deeper comfort than a steaming bowl of vegetable soup. This is more than just a warm meal, it's the wisdom of generations, ladled into a bowl and offered as quiet medicine. For seniors, especially those walking the delicate path of aging, reheating vegetable soup isn't simply a matter of convenience. It's a way of reviving a nourishing gift that grows richer, deeper, and more powerful with time. Unlike the instant meals that crowd today's kitchens, a homemade vegetable soup actually gains strength when left to rest overnight. Why? Because as hearty vegetables, carrots, celery, onions, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes simmer slowly and then cool, their cell walls gently break down, releasing minerals and plant compounds once locked away. When reheated, the broth transforms into a concentrated wellspring of antioxidants, phytonutrients, and hydration, a trio essential to the health of aging bodies. As we grow older, the immune system naturally weakens, leaving the body more open to inflammation, respiratory illness, and joint stiffness. But a carefully reheated vegetable soup, especially when enriched with garlic, turmeric, or parsley, becomes a calming ally. Its warmth nudges circulation awake, opens blood vessels tenderly, and soothes cold hands and feet, while its anti-inflammatory powers quietly ease the body from within. For those who find their appetite fading, a common challenge in later years, soup offers a welcoming, gentle solution. Its soft texture and comforting warmth provide nourishment without overwhelming the senses, helping to maintain strength, hydration, and vital nutrient intake, especially on days when eating feels more like duty than pleasure. But there's another layer of nourishment woven into each spoonful, the emotional kind. A pot of soup, lovingly made and reheated with intention, carries memories of kitchens long ago, of family gathered around, of days when meals were shared with laughter and love. Each bite becomes a small retreat, a chance to pause and care for oneself in the simplest, most meaningful way. For seniors managing high blood pressure, arthritis, or digestive troubles, soup also offers a gentle way to weave healing herbs and mineral-rich vegetables into their diet, without relying on heavy fats or harsh spices. It's a form of nourishment that honors the changing needs of the body, soft, forgiving, restorative. And just beside that humble bowl of soup, another quiet powerhouse often waits, one that many seniors overlook. When warmed the right way, it holds the potential to quietly strengthen bones, steady the heart, and fortify the body against frailty. This next food may well become one of your greatest allies in aging well. 2. Brown rice. There's a kind of wisdom in simple food, quiet, grounding, and unwavering. Among them, brown rice stands humbly, often unnoticed, beside more colorful dishes. Yet for seniors, this unassuming grain, when gently reheated, can offer something far more meaningful than taste. It offers structure, stability, and slow-burning strength that supports every heartbeat, every step, and every moment of independence. Unlike white rice, brown rice retains the bran and germ layers, natural sources of fiber, B vitamins, magnesium, and selenium, nutrients that the aging body deeply needs. When freshly cooked and then cooled, brown rice begins to develop resistant starch similar to oatmeal. But the beauty lies in what happens next. When you reheat it properly, either gently steamed or warmed with a splash of water, these complex carbohydrates become gentle on digestion, releasing energy slowly without overwhelming the pancreas or spiking blood sugar. For seniors managing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, or sluggish digestion, this is no small detail. Reheated brown rice helps maintain steady energy throughout the day, preventing the crashes and fatigue that so often steal the joy from daily routines. It also supports the gut microbiome, feeding beneficial bacteria that regulate immunity, mood, and inflammation. Magnesium, often depleted in older adults, is found abundantly in brown rice and plays a vital role in nerve function, blood pressure control, and muscle relaxation, especially critical at night when leg cramps and restlessness can interrupt sleep. Each warm serving of reheated rice becomes more than a meal. It becomes a way to soothe, stabilize, and fortify the aging body from within. And then there is the emotional aspect of rice. Its connection to comfort, to family tables, to the smell of something familiar. Warming leftover rice isn't just about convenience. It's a return to a rhythm, a small act of care that tells the body, you are still strong. You are still growing. You are still cared for. Best of all, brown rice adapts easily to the senior kitchen. Mix it with soft vegetables, lentils, or a drizzle of olive oil for a nutrient-rich dish that's easy to chew, easy to digest, and deeply satisfying. For those who struggle with complex meal prep, it becomes a reliable, flexible staple, a foundation, both literal and symbolic, for healthy aging. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. 3. Oatmeal. A warm embrace for the mind and gut. For seniors entering the golden years of life, mornings often hold a quiet kind of power, a moment to begin again gently and purposefully. And few foods embody that spirit better than a bowl of warm oatmeal. But what many don't realize is that reheating oatmeal, far from reducing its value, can actually enhance its benefits, especially for aging bodies that crave nourishment without burden. When oats are cooked and then cooled, a special transformation occurs. The starches begin to change structure, forming what's called resistant starch, a type of carbohydrate that resists digestion in the small intestine. When reheated, these resistant starches remain intact and go on to feed the good bacteria in the gut, helping to fortify digestion, improve blood sugar control, and lower inflammation throughout the body. This is not just science. It's deeply practical for those over 65. As we age, digestion often slows and blood sugar levels become more volatile. Reheated oatmeal offers a steady low glycemic energy source that won't spike your sugar levels, but instead releases energy slowly and steadily, keeping you full longer and stabilizing mood and focus. But the benefits go even deeper. Oatmeal contains beta-glucan, a soluble fiber known to support heart health by reducing LDL, bad cholesterol. For seniors at risk of cardiovascular issues, this gentle daily habit becomes a quiet act of prevention. And unlike many breakfast options overloaded with added sugars or saturated fats, oatmeal is naturally mild, easy on the stomach, and endlessly customizable. Adding a sprinkle of cinnamon, a few chopped walnuts, or fresh blueberries not only boosts the flavor, but also infuses powerful antioxidants, natural defenses against cellular aging. The warmth of reheated oatmeal also brings comfort in more emotional ways. It's familiar, easy to digest, and symbolically grounding on cold mornings or when energy feels low. It's more than just food. It's a gentle act of self-respect, a nourishing reminder that even small rituals can shape a healthier day and a healthier life. But here's something most don't consider. While oatmeal strengthens from the inside out, not all warm meals offer such gifts. Some may feel like comfort, but can turn quietly harmful when rewarmed, disrupting more than just digestion. They can affect your joints, nerves, and long-term vitality. So, what's the next best dish to reheat? One that protects your immune system and restores your bones with every spoonful. The answer might already be simmering in your fridge, waiting to be revived into something healing and profound. But while some foods become even more nourishing when gently reheated, not all leftovers offer the same gift. In fact, a few common dishes can quietly turn against your health when warmed a second time. They may seem comforting on the surface, but beneath their familiar taste, they can trigger inflammation, upset digestion, and strain vital organs. Let's now explore the 3 foods seniors should avoid reheating, and the hidden reasons why. 1. White potatoes. For many older adults, white potatoes evoke warm memories, family dinners, weekend gatherings, holiday meals where mashed potatoes were served with love. They are soft, familiar, and deeply woven into American tradition. But for seniors, especially those aiming to protect their heart, circulation, and balance, reheating white potatoes can transform a beloved comfort food into a quiet threat. White potatoes, when freshly cooked, are already high on the glycemic index. This means they break down quickly into sugars, causing sharp spikes in blood sugar. But when they are cooked, cooled, and then reheated, especially in butter, oil, or cream, their starch structure changes. Rather than supporting the body, this transformation can exacerbate insulin resistance and trigger inflammatory responses that affect the blood vessels, nerves, and even the brain. What makes this more dangerous for seniors is that aging naturally reduces the body's sensitivity to blood sugar fluctuations. Reheated potatoes can cause post-meal fatigue, numbness in the legs and feet, and contribute to chronic inflammation, which has been linked to everything from joint stiffness to cognitive decline. Many seniors also reheat potato-based dishes in plastic containers, unaware that high heat can release harmful chemicals like bisphenol A, BPA, into the food, substances known to interfere with hormonal balance and heart health. The result, a once innocent plate of leftovers may be doing far more harm than good. The price you pay is subtle but serious. You may feel more tired after lunch, not realizing your energy crash was caused by your reheated potatoes. You might notice more stiffness in your knees or tingling in your feet and blame it on aging without seeing the true source on your plate. Over time, these small daily moments add up: poor circulation, rising blood pressure, weakened muscle control, and slower recovery after illness or injury. What's even more disheartening is that white potatoes offer very little protection in return. Unlike sweet potatoes or other colorful root vegetables, they lack antioxidants that could buffer their effects. They fill the stomach, yes, but they don't fortify the body. They satisfy the tongue, but quietly strain the systems seniors most need to protect. Warmth and tradition are beautiful things, but as we age, we must learn to separate emotional comfort from nutritional safety. Choose wisely. Let potatoes be a part of your past, not your present healing. 2. Cooked mushrooms. The hidden danger beneath the surface. There's something earthy and nourishing about mushrooms, a food that connects us to the soil, to nature, to something grounding and ancient. For many seniors, mushrooms feel like a healthy choice, low in fat, high in antioxidants, and gentle on the stomach when freshly cooked. But hidden within their soft texture is a lesser-known truth. Reheating cooked mushrooms can quietly turn a wholesome meal into a risk for your health, especially as the body becomes more sensitive with age. Mushrooms are rich in complex proteins and amino acids, substances that are beneficial when fresh, but also delicate and easily altered by heat. When mushrooms are first cooked, those proteins undergo structural changes that make them easier to digest. However, when they are cooled and then reheated, those same proteins can become denatured a second time, transforming into compounds that the body may no longer process efficiently. For a younger person, this might go unnoticed. But for an older adult whose digestive enzymes are weaker and gut sensitivity is higher, it can lead to discomfort, bloating, and even nausea. The real danger lies in what we often don't feel immediately. Improper storage or reheating at low temperatures can allow bacteria such as Clostridium botulinum or Listeria to quietly grow, especially in mushrooms that have been sautéed in butter or oil and then left at room temperature too long. These bacteria don't always announce themselves with dramatic symptoms right away, but the damage can begin silently, disrupting the digestive tract or even affecting the nervous system in vulnerable seniors. The price you pay for this seemingly small mistake may not come with immediate pain or illness, but it adds up. It may come in the form of unrelenting fatigue, chronic indigestion, or an afternoon spent in discomfort rather than peace. It may even come as a weakened immune response at a time in life when every bit of strength matters. What's more, mushrooms lose much of their nutritional value upon reheating. The antioxidants that once supported your immune system degrade, offering little defense against the inflammation and oxidative stress that naturally increase with age. You're left with food that tastes familiar but no longer serves you the way it should. Reheating mushrooms may seem like a harmless habit, especially in a world that praises convenience. But for seniors committed to protecting their health, memory, and mobility, it's a habit worth breaking. Let mushrooms be a gift enjoyed fresh at their peak, not a leftover that lingers too long on the stove or in the microwave. 3. Eggs. For generations, eggs have been cherished as one of the most complete and nourishing foods on the planet. They symbolize simplicity, balance, and care, a humble presence on breakfast tables across countless households. For seniors in particular, eggs offer an impressive nutritional profile, providing high-quality protein essential for maintaining muscle mass, choline for supporting cognitive function, and vitamin D crucial for bone health and resilience. Yet hidden beneath this familiar comfort lies a surprising and often overlooked truth. Once eggs are reheated, their nature shifts, and not in a way that serves aging bodies. Freshly cooked, eggs are remarkably kind to the digestive system, offering a tender, nourishing meal that is easy to absorb and rich in benefits. However, once cooled and stored, the delicate proteins within eggs begin to transform. When reheated, especially in a microwave or in a hot pan, these proteins harden and become less digestible. For seniors, whose digestive systems may already be slowing with age, this can lead to bloating, discomfort, or an unsettling sense of heaviness that lingers long after the meal is finished. What once was a gentle source of nourishment becomes, with reheating, an unexpected burden. But the concerns go beyond digestion. When eggs, particularly those fried or scrambled with oils or butter, are reheated, the fats and cholesterol they contain can undergo oxidation. This chemical change leads to the formation of compounds associated with inflammation and potential damage to blood vessels. For seniors managing conditions like high cholesterol, hypertension, or cardiovascular disease, this shift poses a meaningful risk. These are not vague or theoretical dangers, they are biological realities that quietly unfold, often without dramatic symptoms. The price you pay might not be obvious right away. It may appear as a mild but persistent stomach ache, an afternoon clouded by fatigue, or a creeping sense of mental fog. Over weeks and months, the cumulative effect can manifest as a weakened digestive system, chronic low-grade inflammation, and steadily rising cholesterol levels, all quietly eroding vitality and resilience. Yet amid this caution, there is empowering wisdom to be found. The solution isn't to abandon eggs altogether, but to enjoy them fresh, prepared with care, and consumed right away. Soft-boiled, poached, or gently scrambled eggs offer profound benefits when served as they were intended, fresh from the pan or pot. Avoid the temptation to reheat yesterday's leftovers for the sake of convenience, because every meal carries the potential to either build strength or chip away at it. In the journey of aging, where each choice at the table matters more than ever, even small, mindful adjustments, like skipping reheated eggs, become acts of self-respect and preservation. They reflect a conscious decision to honor the body's changing needs, to safeguard not only physical health, but also the sense of clarity, energy, and independence that define a life well lived. By choosing to eat eggs fresh, you affirm a powerful message to yourself, that you are worthy of care, that your well-being is a priority, and that the later chapters of life can be lived with strength, intention, and grace. Aging is not a decline, it's a transition into a chapter where wisdom finally meets intention. And in this chapter, even the quietest choices, like whether to reheat a bowl of soup or discard a leftover egg, begin to shape the quality of our days in powerful, lasting ways. The meals we prepare, the care we give to our digestion, our memory, our joints, our balance, these aren't just routines. They are reflections of self-respect, of love, and of a deep desire to live fully and freely, no matter our age. As we've explored together today, not all leftovers deserve a second chance on your plate. Some foods, like oatmeal, soup, and brown rice, grow richer and more healing when warmed with care. Others, like mushrooms, eggs, and white potatoes, may quietly chip away at your strength, leaving you feeling more tired, more inflamed, and less in control of your health than you deserve to be. These aren't just facts. They are opportunities, small, gentle invitations to protect your future with every bite you take. You have the power to shape the days ahead. Not with fear, but with wisdom. Not with drastic changes, but with simple, intentional decisions that add up to greater energy, better sleep, stronger steps, and sharper clarity. Each time you choose to nourish your body well, you're telling yourself, I matter. I still care. And I still choose life. So let this be more than just another video. Let it be a turning point. Let it be the day you begin honoring your meals, your digestion, your heart, and your future, one warm plate at a time. If this message resonated with you, if it helped you see your health in a new light, then please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to our channel. Your support allows us to continue bringing you science-backed, compassionate health advice made especially for you. Thank you for being here. And remember, your best years aren't behind you. They're still being written, starting with your next meal.